friends, faculty, staff, and most of all, the class of 2013. It is my pleasure to welcome you to MICA's graduation ceremonies. Today we are conferring degrees on a graduating class of 2013, 434 strong, and our distinguished honorees. Over the past years, the faculty has had the opportunity to work with each of you as you have grown as individuals and as artists. We are proud to be able to honor you and recognize you today.
First of all, you're really so lucky because this is the best time by far in the history of this country to be an artist. With the explosion of technology and communications, the world is suddenly open to new ideas and good design and adventurous thinking. And that's what artists do. That's what we're trained to do. In a way, it's become an artist's world. And I've been waiting a really long time for that to happen. And suddenly I just look around and here it is. And it's become your moment. Do artists have the obligation to make the world a better place? Now this is a very tricky question because you have to ask yourself, better for who? For you and the people who are most like you? Or how do we actually determine what is the common good and why does this even matter to artists? And we live, of course, in a very, very contentious time. And there are lots of stories and theories flying around about how to make a good country. And lately the arguments surrounding guns, for example, and their place in American life has been a good example of how various arguments work. In these arguments, it's easy to see how powerful words can be and how easily they can be shaped to make situations seem sort of practical. Take, for example, the solution for school shootings proposed by the NRA, which was summed up in their motto, the only way to stop a bad man with a gun is a good man with a gun. Now this argument for posting armed guards in schools is obviously open to question, if not completely insane, but it sounds vaguely straight up Wild West movie South America. Using verbal tactics, the NRA argued that Obama is an elitist. He protects his children with the Secret Service who stand around him with guns, yet he won't let the rest of us use guns to protect our children. On the surface, it has a certain crazy logic until you start to analyze it. But why do these questions of ethics and semantics matter for artists? And what does it have to do, really, with making art? For one thing, as artists, we're trained to use our senses, and since we have 5 of them, we know there's often conflict. What you're seeing is sometimes not what you're hearing. So which one do you trust? But knowing how we use our senses and our intuition is crucial to understanding the world, and crucial to understanding how we make things. You've chosen to be one of the few things that you could do in which you are totally free. No one can tell you what to do in your experimental art or in your studio, and it's not to your advantage to live in a country where freedom has become an idea whose time just ran out. One in which the need for security becomes more important than our rights. Sometimes a huge blue painting can be more about freedom than a play that keeps announcing it's socially conscious and about to change the world. And last, and most important, I just don't think that we are here on Earth to have a bad time. I think we're actually here to have a very, very good time. And so I wish you all the joy that life can bring you as you begin your lives as artists. Thank you very much.
Hey folks, howdy y'all. Tom and I feel like mosquitoes in a nudist colony. We just don't know where to start. But here's the good part. It's time to toast our transition. We're hot and fresh out the kitchen.
It was just years ago that we came through the door of this fine institution for art execution. And today we sit eager, all of us minor leaguers, about to go pro. But it's prudent to know before we all go that tomorrow will be alright.
It may seem like a fright, but the real world's in sight. In fact, it's been learned to drink beers, we've shed a few tears, and developed our artistic styles. But we'll say in advance to take every last chance and embrace your intuition.
Let's make it our tradition. We need no one's permission to pursue whatever we dream of. It's important to do because we're always a crew, passion, honesty, and love. Lest we ever forget the folks that we've met and the bonds that we've made on Mount Royal.
A sincere thank you is due to many, not few, for countless good deeds through our college. For all sorts of knowledge, we'd like to acknowledge both our peers and professors the same. For the staff and the crew, admiration is due for your work and your time we proclaim. For the support sent our way and the tuition you pay, our families we also must thank.
So with one final rhyme, we'll be out on time. A toast we must boast to the ranks. Off we go into the wild blue yonder.
Onwards and upwards to the class of 2013.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Trustees, I hereby confer upon you the degree of Honorary Doctor of Fine Arts. Congratulations.
Chair of the MICA Alumni Council, I have the privilege of welcoming you formally to the ranks of alumni of this great college. While your status as students may have ended too quickly, some or most of you, you each will bear the title of alumnus or alumna for the remainder of your lives. Class of 2013, we hope that you, like your fellow alumni, will maintain close ties to MICA, help build its future, and will always feel at home here. Wherever your travels take you, you will always be a part of the MICA community. We wish you well, much success, and congratulations. And now, with the class of 2013, please stand one more time to be recognized as MICA's newest alumni.
Very nice. My name is Donna. I just graduated. Very happy. I need to get my diploma. Yeah, it was. They gifted to MICA. Give this wrap.